Howdy and good day, pre-algebra. I apologize for there being no beeps. My volume was turned down, so let's turn that up. So there we go. Okay. All right. CO14, evaluating algebraic expressions. We defined that yesterday, a mathematical expression. Who can remind us? What is a mathematical expression? Abby.
It's an equation, but it doesn't have like an answer.
Well, so it's not an equation because it doesn't have an equal sign, right? To make something an equation, it needs to have an equal sign. You'll notice down here, none of these on the page have an equal sign, right? So these are not equations, they are expressions. And what we're building toward is moving from expressions to equations. Pretty soon you will be solving actual equations, but we're starting with just kind of getting comfortable with a variable being in an expression. And so all you're needing to do today, this kind of goes back to order of operations also, is I give you an expression and I tell you what the variable equals, okay? Anywhere you see an A, it's 9. Anywhere you see an N, it's 20. And wherever you see an X, it's -5. So this first one, 12A minus N, I want you to rewrite this with these values plugged in. Okay? 12A minus N will become 12 times 9, because A is 9, minus 20, because N is 20. And what would we do first to solve this here? Do you have a question or no? Tony? Multiplication, right? 12 times 9 is 108. And 108 minus 20 is 88. And that would be your answer. Okay? So, yeah, Jack.
I can't do the square root ones because it's my tables in my help sheet.
You can do the square root ones, Jack. You can rely on not always a help sheet or not always a table. By the way, I'll make this point. So some of you, I noticed, kind of cut apart your binder sheets to make a help sheet. That does make making the help sheet easier because you don't have to write anything out. But now you see that you don't have that to help you on this objective. So I would not recommend cutting apart binder sheets to make a help sheet. It's probably better in the long run to just write it out yourself. Okay. Pick one on here that looks particularly tantalizing, particularly entertaining, intriguing, that you want to talk about together. Sophie. The last one, 3x squared plus the root of 5n. Okay. I'm going to scroll down so my smartboard ink thing is in the way. 3x squared plus the root of 5n. We are just going to enter in the values for the variables here. So we've got 3 times, and x is -5, and we're squaring that. I should make these a little bit bolder. We've got a multiplication sign and a negative sign. I kind of made them the same size. That's going to be confusing. -5. There we go. Okay. Plus the square root of 5 times n, where n is 20. Okay. What are we doing first here? And we have a couple different options based on how this is written. Kate? Parentheses. Okay, in my parentheses is a -5, so there's really nothing I can do within the parentheses. So where would I move next? Wyatt? Nope. Kylie? Exponents and roots. I've got one of each, right? So let's start with our exponents and roots. I can do these in the same step. Okay, and really, I guess I can simplify that root to be root of 100 first, but I can do these in the same step because they don't affect each other. They're separated by adding there. So what is -5 squared? -5 squared. Cool. Not -25, +25. And here's why, okay? Those parentheses are important because they include the negative sign and what's being squared. So we know that squaring something means something times itself. If negative 5 is being squared, that means we're taking negative 5 times negative 5, which a negative times a negative gives us a positive. Okay, so it's going to be positive 25, and then we're adding to that, we're taking the root of 5 times 20. We do have to, maybe why this is what you meant by multiplying next. We do have to multiply what's inside the root first in order to take it. So it ends up being the root of 100, which is what? 10. Okay, sorry for misunderstanding where you were headed with that, Wyatt. Okay, so 3 times 25 plus 10 is what we come up with. Now what do we do next? We've done our exponent, we've done our root. We're going to multiply 3 and 25 next. That gives us 75 plus 10, final answer of 85. Okay? Questions on what you are to do here? All right. I'm going to do one with you that you kind of got to be careful with, and that's the second one in the second row, that 2 times n plus 6 here. If we plug in these values, we have 2 times 20 plus 6, just plugging in 20 for n, and then 10 times negative 5, that x being negative 5. We do the order of operations. We're going to do our parentheses first. Right, so 20 plus 6 is 26. So we get 2 times 26 plus 10 times negative 5. When I do my multiplication, can I do both these multiplications in the same step? Yes, because they're separated by addition, right? They don't affect each other. What's 2 times 26? 52. What's 10 times negative 5? 10 times negative 5, grew up in negative 50. Since I'm adding 10 times negative 5, and since 10 times negative 5 is a negative 50, you've seen this before. What's really going on here? 52 plus negative 50. What's really going on, Colin? We're actually subtracting, right? Remember that plus negative, if you want to look back to, was it PO8, I believe it was? Okay. Adding a negative number is the same as subtracting. So really, this is 52 minus 50, which gives us 2 as an answer. So you really got to pay attention to signs here. We had a sign issue when we squared in the last one here. We had a sign issue here with that 10 times negative 5. So really pay attention to negative signs. Okay. This is one that on the surface, all I'm doing is plugging in numbers. Easy peasy. Okay. But don't work too quickly. You don't want to miss a sign. Okay. Okay.
If everybody does their homework every single day, will we do the number game every single day?
Yes. Anytime everybody finishes their homework. That is a great question, Cade. That is a great question. Shh, we're not going to get into a discussion about it. Jeffrey, we're not going to get into a discussion about it. We're not going to get into a discussion about it. But yes, Cade, it does seem funny that there's not been a day yet this year where everybody's finished their homework. It would seem like, yes.
3 months?
The start of the third month. We're 2 full months starting the third. Shh. Colin. Algebra 8 also has yet to play, actually. They have not played yet. Geometry, they have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but have yet to earn a point, so that's not very, very good for them. Algebra 7 has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times and has earned 2 points. And then, I take that back. Algebra 8 did play once, and they did not get the point. Yeah. So, there you go. Well, they actually played once. You played once today in the spirit of Christmas. They actually got all their homework done. So, an opportunity to play the number game again tomorrow. Here's your homework. Just these 8 questions. You've got 6. You've got 5 left to do. That's good. You do need to be showing your work, okay? Showing your work is part of it. I'm just reminding you, okay? But these 5 questions left for tomorrow. You also have con due tomorrow, football sheets. You have an opportunity here. Yes, Abby. If you want to go on to the corner plane, that's what we'll be doing in class tomorrow. There's a specific way I kind of want you to do it. So if you want to go ahead and try it, that's fine, but be prepared to maybe have to adjust what you're doing to match what I want to show you. So do it at your own risk. We'll put it like that. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, compliments, congratulations, or criticisms? Yes.
Congratulations.
On what, John?
Something.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. All right, folks, that is How You Math.